What's up, everybody? It's What Jim, and today I'm going to be doing another Beatles video, but I decided to do something different for the Beatles, and that is, I've got a couple of playlists on Spotify, which I've actually got linked in the description below, and it's how I would have changed the Let It Be and Abbey Road album. So the Let It Be one is called Let It Be Changed, and then Abbey Road is Abbey Road, what it could have been, and it's in my opinion the order that I think would have been better for those albums. Abbey Road, I've actually made a double album including all the songs from Abbey Road and all the songs but two from Let It Be. But before we get to it with that one, I want to first talk about what I've done for Let It Be Changed. And I want you to let me know what you think of this order and what you would do to change Let It Be and Abbey Road or any of the Beatles albums, really. You can let me know all that in the comment section below. But that being said, I'll go ahead and talk about what I've done for the Let It Be album. The reason I want to do Let It Be then Abbey Road is because that was the order that they were recorded in. I'm not going in the order of release, just to make it a bit more unique. So now we'll get to it. By the way, I still do have a snuffly nose, but I'm not as bad as I was. I'm not really ill besides having a bit of a snuffly nose. So hopefully in the next day or two I shouldn't have anything wrong with me anymore. But to the first song is Get Back. It's actually the last song on the Let It Be album. The reason why I chose to have it first is just because I just think it's just a better first song than it is last song for me. And I've gone with the Beatles 1 version because it's remastered 2015 version, and it's the version that doesn't have the do we manage the audition part at the end of Get Back. It doesn't have that talking part at the end of it as well. So that's the version I've gone with for Get Back. And the second track, I've gone with Two of Us, track 2, Two of Us. I thought it made sense. And I got track 3 being Across the Universe. I absolutely love Across the Universe, one of my favourite songs on the album. And then the fourth track is For You Blue. I'm not a big fan of where For You Blue's place in Let It Be. It's placed as a penultimate track. So that's George Harrison's last track to be released on the Beatles album. It should have been I Me Mine. Why was it For You Blue? Just in my opinion, I just think I Me Mine's a better song than For You Blue. I don't think For You Blue's bad, but I don't think it's a great Beatles song either. So I've got that as the fourth track, For You Blue, and then the fifth track I've got Dig a Pony, and then the sixth track to end the first side of this album I've got Hey Jude, the single that was released around this time. I think it might have been a couple of years before. Actually, no, I think it might have been this year, 1970. But I decided to include it just because I think it might be just quite interesting to see what it would have been like in an album instead of it being in a single. But it did have its own album, but it wasn't really a proper Beatles studio album though. So I just decided to go ahead and include it. I thought it might be quite just a fun inclusion to include. It's one of my favourite Beatles songs. It's in my top 10 Beatles songs, so I felt like I had to include it somewhere. And that's the end for the first side of this playlist. But I'm just pretending if it were a vinyl, what songs would be on the first side and what songs would be the second side. But on Spotify, they're all on the same playlist. So as soon as Hey Jude's finished on the playlist, it then goes on to I've Got a Feeling, which I'm going to have as the first song on the second side. I absolutely love I've Got a Feeling. Not really got too much else to really say about it. I just think I think it's the opener for the second side on Let It Be anyway, and I just think it fits there. Then I've got I Me Mine. Then after that I've got One After 909. Then I've got Longer Winding Road, and then the penultimate track I've got another song that was released around the same time as Hey Jude, Don't Let Me Down. I think that should have been in an album in the Let It Be album as well. It'd just been pretty cool to see what it would be like if it included that as well. And then the final song I've got for the big sense for the name of the album, and this is what the final song should have been for the Let It Be album as it was, and that is Let It Be. It's one of my favourite Beatles songs. It's in my top 20 songs of all time, that's for sure. It's got my favourite guitar solo in any song, George Harrison just does a really amazing job in that song, doing the guitar work. I mean, just the whole song's brilliant. And that's really all I've done for Let It Be Changed. The whole album is 44 minutes. And now I'll move on to what Abbey Road could have been. So this one includes songs from Abbey Road, Let It Be, and Let It Be Naked, which is just a different version of the Let It Be songs, and they're in a different order as well. And it's not including Dig or Maggie May, which are two songs I didn't include for Let It Be Changed, just because I wouldn't even classify them as proper songs, really. And I'm not the biggest fan of them. I actually do quite enjoy Maggie May a lot more than most people do, but Dig It, I'm not really the biggest fan of. I don't dig that one, unfortunately. But for Abbey Road, How It Could Have Been, the first song I've got, Come Together. I mean, it's gotta be the first song, and this whole album is a double album, and there's 6 songs for the first side, 6 for the second, 6 for the third, and then the final side. We'll talk about it when we get to it. But come together, then something, which is the same order as it is in Abbey Road, and then I've got Oh Darling. Instead of it being the fourth track on Abbey Road, I've got it as a third track here. Then I've got Let It Be song, so I've got Dig a Pony and Let It Be, because in this album I'm including songs from Abbey Road and Let It Be as well. So that's where I fit Dig a Pony and Let It Be in. And the side finishes with I Want You She's So Heavy. It's a perfect way of ending a side, and that's what I've done for the first side. Then I've got a feeling to open the second side. I think it's a brilliant opener. Then I've got For You Blue, One After 909, Maxwell Silverhammer. Then I've got I Me Mine, another Harrison song, and then finishes with Because from Abbey Road. And then for the third side, so it'd be the first side of the second disc, is Get Back, Two of Us, Octopus's Garden, then Here Comes the Sun, Across the Universe, and The Long and Winding Road. The reason why, and it's Let It Be Naked version of The Long and Winding Road, just because that's my favourite version of it. It could have even been the Anthology, I think it's Anthology 3 version, or Anthology 2. And then that's all I've got for the third side. So basically had it so Ringo's got his last song on the side, so has George, so has John, and so has Paul. So all of them have got, well, not Paul or John, because they're going to be in the final side, the second side of the second disc, and the fourth side overall, which I've just got as a long one, which is the composition of the whole Abbey Road medley. So it's from You Never Give Me Your Money all the way to the end. I've got Her Majesty. I've actually not made a long one. I'm not sure. It's from a Beatles. I think it's from like a Beatles Abbey Road deluxe edition or something, and it's got Her Majesty in between Me, Mr. Mustard, and Polythene Palm, and that's how I think it honestly should be. So I'm not got Her Majesty as the final song. I've got it as the end, which I think also should have been the case as well. So that's all I've got for the final side. It's just the long one, which has got You Never Give Me Your Money. Then it's got Sun King, then Me, Mr. Mustard, then Her Majesty, then Polythene Palm, then She Came In Through the back bathroom window, then Golden Slumbers and Carry the Weight in the end, which is actually my favourite Beatles song. It's Golden Slumbers, Carry the Weight, and the end. And that's really all I'm going to say for Abbey Road, How It Could Have Been. So that's it for how I would have changed Let It Be and Abbey Road. You can let me know your thoughts on how I changed it in the comments section below, and what you would do differently for these albums, and what you did differently for any Beatles albums as well. I'm not going to do another video like this. I have got other playlists I made on Spotify that I will do videos talking about though, and these are linked in the description in case you want to just look at the order that I've got them in. From time to time, the order might change, but if you are following me on Spotify, you know when I've changed all that stuff. I'm not saying you should follow me on Spotify. It's entirely up to you whether you want to follow me on Spotify or not. But that's really all I'm going to say for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Peace and love, and ciao.